or should I just recite it?
Recite it.
Okay.
Mataji, you can means kids will repeat after you, Mataji.
Okay. Om Agyantimrindasya Gyananjalshalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sopadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Upapadakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatantam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sadhurutam Parijana Sahitam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deen Bandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. So, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shiva Sadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Prabhupada ki Jai. So this I can see one more kid over here. What's your name? Okay, so we'll start. My name is Namita, and today we will. I hope everybody can see the screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm sure like everybody knows or must have visited like the magical show, or they must have heard the magical story, something about anything related to magic, right? Do you know anything about magic?
Yes.
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 Have you seen any magic show, or have you heard any magic story, anything like about magic? Okay, so our story about today, the title is Magical Touchstone. And down you can see, can it be yours? Do you think can it be yours?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start the story. Its name, A Magical Touchstone. Can it be yours? Do you see a beautiful scenery over here with a small hut, smoke coming out of the hut, and the mountains? So what do you think it is? Does somebody stay here, or it's an empty house? Can anybody guess? Okay. What do you think, Gaura?
I came from my house.
Oh, you think it's a house?
Yes.
Okay. So the story goes here. Long ago in a little village of India, there lived a man named Gopi. He was a great devotee of Lord Shiva. He would spend the entire day worshipping Lord Shiva. This made his wife Lakshmi very angry. He did no work, and so there was never enough to eat. Lakshmi envied the neighbors and wished that she had enough money to
मेरा नाम भी
live a
ऐड
better
करना
life with food and good clothes. So what it's telling over here, that there was a gopi, like man named Gopi, who was staying here in this hut with his wife, and his wife's name was Lakshmi. And he was not doing any work; he was just doing bhakti and devotee. But so his wife got angry, like, you need to go out and work. Let's go to the next slide. So, to make his wife happy, he starts going for the work, looking for a work. See, one day she got very angry and shouted at Gopi, "You are good for nothing." Why? Why she was feeling that way? Because she wanted him to go out and look for the work. Gopi was very sad and went far and wide in search of work. But since he had never worked a day in his life, he didn't know how to do anything. Forlorn and tired, Gopi rested under a tree. So when we get tired, we want to take a rest, right? Like sometimes you want to take a nap, sometimes you want to just lie down and sit some want to do some work which you are interested, right? Okay. He then prayed to Lord Shiva fervently.
Hello,
Lord Shiva is
Acha.
known as
Hello. क्या है?
Lord Shiva is known as Ashutosh, or one who is easily pleased. Why Lord Shiva is known as Ashutosh? Because he is easily pleased. Seeing the devotion of Gopi, Lord Shiva appeared before him. Has anyone seen Lord Shiva's like shivling or photo in your house or in the temple? Do you know how Lord Shiva looks like? You can see here. He looks like this. Do you see? Gopi said, "O Lord, please give me that, which is the most valuable, so that my wife is satisfied." Lord Shiva replied, "Go to Vrindavan. There you will meet a saint by the name Sanatan Goswami. He will give you that which is of the greatest value." So, because he was sitting under the tree and he was a like devotee of the Lord Shiva, so Lord Shiva saw him like he was like doing his bhakti and he was pleased by he was just praying to Lord Shiva. So he was really happy by the gopi and he appeared before the gopi and he asked him like, "What do you want?" So what Gopi asked him that, "Can you please tell me like how to please my wife? Like she wants me to go out and work." See, so now Lord Shiva told him that you have to go to Vrindavan. So now Gopi is going to Vrindavan. Gopi was very excited and went as fast as he could go to Vrindavan. He thought he would be rich man without working hard and the richness will bring happiness to his wife. See here we see the picture. It is like Vrindavan. There are deers, there are birds, there are flowers, there is a temple. Has anybody been to Vrindavan from here?
Ivy.
Okay. Gopi reached Srila Sanatan Goswami's ashram in Vrindavan and paid respects to him. So, what is ashram? Ashram where is it's a home of Sanatan Goswami where he was staying. So, Gopi visited to him as Lord Shiva asked him to do. So he found a home ashram of Sanatan Goswami and he visited to him. Gopi, Maharaj, Lord Shiva instructed me to come to you for the object of greatest value. So what he was asking to Sanatan Goswami, he was asking like, what is the if you have any object which is of the greatest value, which which I can take from you and I can please my wife. Sanatan Goswami replied, "Go behind this hut. There you will find a heap of rubbish. Just beneath it, you will find what you seek." So, if somebody asks us to go and find something in the trash under the trash, will we go and do that? No, even if it's of the greatest value or something very good or precious, will we do that? Hmm?
Yes.
Yes. See, so what Gopi found, what does it look like? Can anybody answer me? What does it look like? What did he find under the trash, under the heap of like trash? What does it look like?
A diamond.
A diamond? Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else wants to answer? Gem, okay. Who else wants to say anything?
Maybe it's a powerful rock.
Yes, see. Gopi immediately ran to the back of the hut where he found a stone just below the heap of rubbish. He wondered how a mere stone could be valuable. So now he was so surprised that how come this stone be the most valuable thing? He went back and asked Sanatan Goswami about the stone because he was not sure like how the stone could be the most valuable thing. Goswami replied, "My son, this is no ordinary stone. It has great powers. Touch it to any object you like, and the object will turn to gold." So, what do you think? Like what Sanatan Goswami asked him to do?
He told that if he touches the stone to something, it will turn into gold.
Gold. Yes. And why, like, he was saying that? Because, like, gold is precious. That, and like, Gopi wanted to go to his wife with something valuable because his wife wanted him to work and bring food and clothes and everything, right? So, what Sanatan Goswami asked him, you can go and touch it to anything and it will turn into gold. Gopi was very excited and went home to show his wife the treasure. Together they started turning all their household objects to gold. Lakshmi was happy class. Do you see her face, his wife face? How happy she looks.
Really happy.
Really happy. And why was she happy? Why was she happy?
Because the man brought a rock that could turn things into gold.
Yes. See, now they are touching all the objects inside the home with the stone. See, the box. So, what do you think? What is this? Can anybody tell me what is this? What does it look like?
Maybe it's a chest.
Okay. And what about this?
Hmm?
Look. Yeah, it's kind of a trunk. And what about this?
Mataji is a box.
Yes, it's a box. And what is this? This is the pot.
It's
Right?
a pot.
Pot which we use in what we use these things in?
Cooking.
Cooking. So now what Gopi and his wife were doing? They were
E.
they were touching that stone with everything in the house, right? To turn it into what were they turning it into?
Gold.
Gold. So now before you everybody saw what like they had a small hut, right? Small house. And now they have a
Huge house.
big house because they became rich. See, they were rich now. See, the house looks little bigger and beautiful, right?
Yeah.
One day, suddenly Lakshmi had a doubt. How many people actually keep valuable thing in a heap of rubbish? So what now she was thinking? His wife was thinking, how is it possible? Like why someone will keep the stone which is so valuable in the trash? So she was little surprised. So if that sannyasi could keep this most amazing stone in the rubbish, it obviously has no value to him. So what was she thinking? that if he was keeping that stone in the rubbish like Sanatan Goswami, so something is fishy. Why? Because how come this stone had no value to him? That means only that he has something more valuable than this. And Lord Shiva told you to get the most valuable thing he possesses. But you got this? Now Gopi is questioning her husband that, like, you bought this stone, which was the most valuable. But why somebody will keep the stone, like, valuable thing in the trash? So she wanted him to go back and check with Sanatan. He might be having something more valuable. So now go back and get the most valuable thing. Poor Gopi could not understand why his wife was not satisfied with their newfound wealth. So now Gopi was little like sad and confused that why his wife was not happy. Now they became rich and they have everything. So he started going back to Sanatan Goswami as his wife asked him. So he left for Vrindavan in search for the most valuable thing. When he reached Vrindavan, he explained his wife's doubt to Sanatan Goswami. So now he's explaining Sanatan Goswami that what his wife was thinking, that you might have something more valuable than this. Sanatan Goswami replied, your wife is absolutely right. This stone may bring you great riches, but it is of no value to me. So what he's saying to him? What's the Goswami saying to Gopi?
He's saying that it may bring riches to him, to the man, but his wife, it may not still be the most valuable thing.
Yes, he's actually trying to say here that it might be riches for the Gopi and his wife, but it is no value for Sanatan Goswami. Okay? Sanatan Goswami surprised Gopi. So because he said that, oh, it's of no value to him, to Sanatan Goswami, so now Gopi is little surprised. He told him, first throw the stone in the garbage. So now he is again asking the Gopi to throw the stone in the garbage from where he found it before. When Gopi returned after obeying him, he said, the most valuable thing I possess is the holy name of the Lord. So now what Sanatan Goswami is asking Gopi to do? First he is asking to throw back the stone, and what is he saying? Like, what is the most valuable thing?
He's saying that the holy name of Lord is the most valuable thing.
Yes. Which is, can we say it together? Can everyone say it together?
Yes.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
I don't want to.
This is the real treasure, more valuable than all the riches and wealth in the whole world. So what Sanatan Goswami is telling him, that this is the most valuable thing he has, which is the holy name of the Lord. Gopi was enlightened by this valuable instruction of Sanatan Goswami. So Gopi, because already he was a devotee of the Lord, and when he came to know like what is the most valuable thing even for the Sanatan Goswami, so he was very happy to receive the most valuable instruction from the Sanatan Goswami. So now see, he is going back to home very happily and chanting. This is the like we chant, right? The name of Lord.
Yes.
He returned home a changed man, chanting all the way. When his wife saw him, she was dumbstruck. Now his wife was again surprised. What is this? He didn't bring anything back. He's just empty hand, coming empty hand. for Gopi glowed as though he was touched by the touchstone himself. Now, who was glowing? Who was glowing? For, like here it is written, Gopi glowed as though he was touched by the touchstone himself. So now his wife is thinking that why my husband is so much glowing. Oh, did that stone touch him? Gopi narrated to his wife Lakshmi all that took place. Now he told the whole story, like what happened there. She realized her mistake in being so greedy. Like she now realized that, yeah, she was being so greedy and she was being envious to her neighbors. She too joined her husband in chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and danced in great happiness. And they lived happily ever after. So, what do you think? Like, why did they live happily ever after?
Because they used to keep chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Yes. So, like, anybody else wants to say anything? Anybody else wants to say? We still have you. So, you want to do one more story? You want to do one more story? One more short story? Or you have any questions about this story? Does anyone have any question about the story? Or can we do another one short story?
Teacher, I have a question. Can we do another story?
Want to do another story? Okay, let
Yes.
me just a minute.
मैं कट करूँ क्या हुआ?
कौन सा पिन निकला नहीं क्या निकला?
Yeah.
क्या कर रहा है गौरव?
Kids, please mute yourself because backend your parents' voice is going on. Utkarsh, please mute. Yes, Mataji. Mataji, you are on mute. Hare Krishna.
Okay, can everybody see the picture?
Mataji, can you please turn off the screen sharing so everybody will see?
Okay.
Yes, Mataji, now
Now it's better?
yes.
Yes.
Okay. And what is the book name? It is called Kheer Chor Gopinath. Okay. So we will read. I will read, you listen if you have any question, and I will keep showing the pictures. Okay. Madhavendra Puri was one of the great devotees of Lord Krishna in the line of Madhavacharya. During one of his visits to Vrindavan, he decided to rest at a place called Govinda Kund after doing parikrama of the Govardhan hill. So, this is a picture, this like picture of Vrindavan, beautiful Vrindavan. See, you can see Lord Krishna playing with his friends. While he was meditating on the pastimes of Lord Krishna with his eyes closed, he felt a soft tapping on his shoulder. Like he was like chanting, his eyes was closed, and he felt something on his shoulder. That somebody's tapping on his shoulder. Here he is. He see. When he opened his eyes, he saw a charming cowherd boy holding a pot of milk in his hand. Baba, you look tired. Kindly take this milk. So, whom do you think he saw? Hmm? Can anybody tell me? Okay. Who are you, little boy? Where you live? Baba, I live in the nearby village over there. I have to rush now. I have to take care of my cows. Saying this, boy left immediately. So that boy came and gave a pot of milk to that Baba who was chanting, like whose eyes were closed and chanting. And that Baba was like surprised. Who is this boy, little boy? After drinking the milk offered by the cowherd boy, Madhavendra took rest under the tree. He had a dream. In the dream, Lord Krishna appeared and said, Dear Madhavendra Puri, I am Gopal, who brought you milk today. I am under the hillock nearby.
Who is
I,
this?
hmm? So now he is seeing a dream in the night. And in the dream, Krishna came in his dream and he's saying, I am under the hill hawk nearby. Kindly request the villagers to remove me from that place and build me a temple. See? So now that Madhavendra Puri will go to the villagers and he will ask them to remove the rocks. Madhavendra Puri woke up and gathered the villagers to help him to find the deity. With the help of villagers, they cleared the place mentioned by Gopal. They found beautiful smiling Gopal underneath the bushes. They immediately cleared the place and built a temple and installed Gopal. So now he asked the villagers that we will go together and remove the stone and they will find the deity of Lord Gopal. Madhavendra Puri and all the Brijvasis were very aware that poor Gopal was in the heat and the cold, the winds and the rain. No one gave him any food. No one gave him any water for so many days. So to satisfy him, to please him, they were preparing enormous amount of prasad. So now everyone wanted to make so much like prasadam for the deity of Gopal because he was for so many days he was under the stone, in the wind, in the sun, water, and also water from Govinda Kund and bathed Gopal and offered him lots and lots of preparations made with lots and lots of love. Every day was great celebration for Gopal. So now Gopal, the deity, was very, very happy. Eventually, two Brahmins from Bengal came to Vrindavan. They were in the renounced order of life. They became very dear to Madhavendra Puri, so he initiated them and entrusted the change of the Gopal and the temple to them. One day Gopal appeared in Madhavendra Puri's dream and said, so there were two Brahmins, like they came to him, like they were traveling, they came to Vrindavan and they wanted to become devotees. Okay. So now Madhavendra Puri, like he actually gave them the in charge of the temple, which like he found the deity of Gopal. So now one day again the Gopal appeared in the dreams of Madhavendra Puri. And now what he's saying? I was buried for a long time. My body became very hot. So kindly get me good sandalwood paste from Jagannath Puri and smear it on my body. So he was hot, so he wanted like that sandalwood paste to be on his body. So he was asking him to go to the Jagannath Puri. Next day, Madhavendra Puri set out for Jagannath Puri. On his way, he came to a small village, Remuna, in Orissa. There was a beautiful temple of Gopinath in the village. Madhavendra Puri visited the temple, had darshan of Gopinath. Then he sat down and inquired from the Brahman, what kind of offerings are served here for the Lord? The priest explained to him the varieties of food that is offered to Gopinath. And then he explained, in the evening there is an offering of kheer offered in 12 earthen pots. Because the taste is like nectar, it is called Amrita Keli. And it is not offered anywhere else in the world. So what priest told him? That there is a special kheer made here, which is offered in Jagannath Puri. In the evening, Pujari brought the offering of the 12 pots onto the altar of the Lord. And Madhavendra Puri was thinking, if only I could taste, if someone brings me just a small portion and I can taste it, then I can prepare a similar preparation for the pleasure of Gopal. But then he was thinking, how offensive I am. Lord Thakurji, Shri Krishna is eating the food and I am thinking of eating the same food. So why he thought of eating that kheer? Because he wanted to taste it and made the same kheer for his own deity Gopal. He felt ashamed for his desire. After the offering, the priest collected the offerings and did the regular puja and closed the temple. Madhavendra Puri immediately left the temple and went outskirts and sat in a mandap feeling the guilt of his act. Next day, the priest Gopinath temple rushed to Madhavendra Puri carrying a pot of kheer. Madhavendra Puri was astonished. So now he was sitting outside the temple and he was feeling little ashamed that how could he like think of eating the kheer which was offered to the Lord. But next day priest came and offered him the same kheer and he was little surprised. When he saw Madhavendra Puri, he offered his respects. He informed that Gopinath appeared to his dream and said, go back to the temple. I had kept a pot of kheer hidden behind the curtain. Take it and give it to the Madhavendra Puri, who is staying in the outskirts of this village. He immediately woke up and went and opened the temple. To his astonishment, he found a pot of kheer behind the curtain. He took it and rushed to Madhavendra Puri. Hearing that, he became very ecstatic and accepted the kheer. He not only ate the kheer but also broke the pot into bits and kept it with him and ate a piece every day. So, like what happened? The priest saw a dream, and Krishna himself came to his dream and asked him to give that kheer to Madhavendra Puri because he was such a great devotee of the Lord. So, in the end, that Gopal appeared in his dream and said, Madhavendra Puri, kindly apply the sandalwood pulp and the camphor to the Gopinath's body, as I am no different for him. So, Madhavendra Puri arranged to make the sandalwood paste with camphor and personally stayed back and offered the same to Gopinath. Okay, so how here, like we can see, like because he was such a great devotee and he was thinking about that deity, so Krishna appeared in his dream, right? And when he went to the priest and he was thinking about the kheer when priest was offering on the altar. But Lord Krishna, seeing his devotee going without the prasadam, he appeared in priest dream and he asked the priest to give some share of the kheer to Gopinath. So I think we are done with two stories. Anybody has any questions? You any comments? Yes. You want to say something, Gaurav?
saying that story is very
My mom was just talking.
Okay, okay. Anybody else wants to say anything? Yes. Can you unmute yourself? I can't hear you.
That there's that like that my grandma's gonna leave in 1 month.
What? Can you repeat it?
That my grandma's gonna leave in 1 month.
Oh, your grandmother. So you were sad about it that she's leaving in a month?
No, 1 month.
1 month. Okay.
Not that really. You're not saying
Anybody else want to say anything? Have any questions?
Can I mute the meeting?
Okay, so I just have one thing that one small homework. If everybody like can write in one line and bring the next time that what do you like? What do you feel? What can you wish for if you would have got that magical stone? Okay, that touchstone. Can everyone write in one line and bring it next time? A small homework.
Okay.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Bye. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Mataji.
you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Good night, Mataji.
Good night.